Thank you to the SCF for sponsoring. With over $2 million raised for Summer Central schools via grants and scholarships, the Somers Education Foundation has provided our schools with supplies since 1994. The SCF hosts community-wide events such as Trivia Night, Whiz Fit Challenges, and Cupcake Wars. They have also funded countless teacher and student grants, making our school districts a better place. To donate or for upcoming events, please visit scfny.org. Thank you to Mancini Realty for sponsoring. They are family owned and are located right here in Somers. Mancini Realty takes pride on their personal service and extensive local knowledge, and they will be your realtors for life. Visit ManciniRealEstate.com for more details. Thank you to C Clean Commercial Cleaning for sponsoring. The area's leading healthcare, educational, and commercial facilities trust C Clean to provide healthy, safe, and comfortable workspaces for over 40 years. Find out more at cleanishealthy.com. Thanks to TriStar Floor Care for sponsoring. Somers' best property specialists restore, protect, and maintain various materials such as wood, tile, and stone, as well as carpet and upholstery. Located in Westchester and Putnam County, TriStar will provide you with the very best of service to your liking. Visit TristarFloorCare.com for more details.
Thank you to GAD Air for sponsoring. They greatly specialize in heating and air conditioning solutions and have held a promise to deliver you great service since 1999. Visit GADAir.com or call today.
For derogatory comments directed toward individual athletes, coaches, officials, and other spectators. Thank you very much for your cooperation, and we hope you enjoy this game. We'd also like to remind you that our restroom facilities are to your left in the commons area. And if you need to leave this area, please try to stay off the floor and exit into the parking lot. At this time, would everyone please rise, remove their covers for the playing of our national anthem.
Thank you to our sponsors. Welcome to Somers High School for Girls Varsity Basketball live on the Somers Sports Broadcast. Tonight, we have John J. Wolves taking on your Somers Tuskers. The Tuskers are coming into this game with a 6-10 record. The Wolves coming in at 8-8. Now our starting lineups for tonight. John J. will be Avery Bisignano.
The Wolves are coached by Matt Gallagher and Katie McCarthy.
Helena Chambry.
And now the starting lineup for your Somers Lady Tuskers. Number 4, Shane Mullins.
Gabby Kamaj and others.
Number 13,
For Somers, Shay Mullins, Eli Contreras,
Number 21,
Caitlin Mayfield,
Number 23,
Ashley Kuczynski,
And wearing number 30, Casey McCullough.
and Casey McCullough.
Rogers and Caitlin Nolan. Get ready for the tip.
And welcome to the broadcast table here at Somers High School. I'm Brendan Appy, and behind the scenes tonight we'll have Jaden Ferry, Shabida Sil, and Juliet Horace. Thanks to them. This broadcast is possible. And look at this matchup. The last time these teams took on each other was last season. No score information was available. They played each other twice. John Jay, they have an alright season, breaking even 8-8. And Somers, they sit at 6-10. They have had a decent season despite the record. Last Friday, the Tuskers proved that they can beat anyone by knocking off Hen Hud, one of the top teams in Section 1 Class A. Ready for jump here. In the middle, we have McCullough and Gembry. Ball's up. McCullough tips it to Mullins. Mullins heading towards the John Jay bench. Dribbling, trying to get it past. Hands off to Contreras, the three-point line. Swings to the wing for Kaczynski. Kaczynski drains a three-pointer. Inbound for John Jay. Passing around there. Kamaj around to Bizigano. Down for Pelosi and a foul called. Foul against Kaczynski, her first of the night. Inbound. We'll go to Pelosi. She swings around. Ends up back up top for Pelosi. Gets kicked out. Shooting for three. Kamaj. 3-3. Mullen inbounds. She gets it right back. Passes up to Kaczynski. Back to Mullins. Cross court to Contreras. She's going to try to dribble in for a layup off the rim. Rebound by the Wolves. Kamaj. Pass to Biznasio. Under the basket for Omen, who will make the layup. Mullins to Kaczynski. Back to Mullins. Up to Contreras. Ball's knocked loose and out of bounds. It will stay with the Tuskers. Contreras inbounds to Mullins. She's met at half court. Up top now. Screen by Mayfield for Contreras to get the handoff to Kaczynski on the wing. To Mayfield in the corner. She's going to dribble in. Passes out to Contreras. Contreras for three. Off the rim. Rebound by Mayfield. Mayfield to McCullough. Under the basket. Passes out to Contreras. Up top to Mullins. 6:10 remaining in the first. Handoff to Contreras. Contreras dribbling. She's going to go by her defender for a layup. Ball is blocked. No foul and falls out of bounds. Mullins inbound. McCullough up top to Mayfield. Mayfield hands it off to Mullins up top. Dribbling in for a layup, passes out to McCullough, fakes the shot. Dribbles, passes back out to Mayfield on the wing. She's pressured, she has to plus out to Mullins. Mullins for 3 off the front of the net as the shot clock expires. Pelosi gonna start with it, passes to Bizzagano. Pelosi to Bizzagano. For 3, that's gonna be Omen. Whistle blows, and that is gonna be a timeout called by Somers. And now let's talk about our coaches tonight. 8-3 game. For Somers, we have Coach Kevin Rogers. He took over the head coach position for this season following a low-win 2024-2025 season. He took over to initiate a rebuild that is aimed towards developing young players such as Ashley Kaczynski and Alana Contreras. During this time with the team, they have been competitive against teams like Pleasantville, Mayapack, and Briarcliff. This team is showing improvement, including a 55-48 comeback win over Woodlands for victory on senior night, and 44-18 victory over Valhalla. We will talk about John Jay's coach at the next stop. Mullins to inbound to Kaczynski. Kaczynski back to Mullins. Back to Kaczynski. To Mullins. Kaczynski. She's going to try to dribble up, and she's fouled. That foul is going to be against Bizzagano, her first of the night. It'll be an inbound in front of the John Jay bleachers. Inbound, Contreras. Contreras trying to dribble past, gets a screen from Mayfield. Loses it, is able to regain control. Out to Mullins, looks for 3, dribbles by. Attempted pass is blocked by 2 Wolves. Mayfield playing pressure on Bizzagano. She's going to pass it off. Rebounds will end up in the hand of Somers. Off the referee there, keeping it in bounds. Probably would have gone out if he was not there. Mullins dribbling around at the top. Short pass to Mayfield. She's going to dribble into the paint, out to McCullough. McCullough for 2 just outside the paint, off the rim. Rebound goes to John Jay. Kamaj for 3. Good. Mayfield to Kaczynski. Kaczynski has room. Goes for a layup too high on the backboard. Mayfield will get the rebound. And a travel is called. Inbound. To Pelosi. Pelosi. To Bizzagano. Back to Pelosi. She's going to dribble in. Passes into the paint. Tipped by Kaczynski. Whistle blows. Turnover. Mullins to Kaczynski. Back to Mullins. To Kaczynski on the wing. Shoots for 3. Good! Making this game a bit closer. 11-6. 3:45 remaining in the first. Pelosi bringing it up court. Whistle blows. And it's going to be a timeout. Taken by John Jay. And now John Jay, Cross Rivers head coach, Matt Gallagher. He's the head coach leading the team into the 2025-2026 season. He's focusing on rebuilding with a young roster. Gallagher, he's been coaching the team for multiple seasons. We have 11-6 here with 3:30 remaining in the first period. Somers off to a little bit of a slow start after the first basket, and we're seeing full court press from both teams so far. back from the timeout. Now. Being inbound in front of the Somers bleachers. Inbound to Pelosi. Press around to Big Ignacio. Up top, she passes down for Omen. Omen passes go around. And Pelosi will shoot for 2. Kaczynski. To McCullough. Into Flores. Flores for 2 off the backboard and rebound by Omen. Omen's going to bring it all the way up herself. Hands it off at the last second to Pelosi, who shoots a 3 that will be off the rim, and it will fall out of bounds before Flores touches it. Mullins to inbound to Contreras. No full court press from John Jay this possession. Contreras gets a screen from Flores. She passes to McCullough, back out to Mullins. Swings around to Kaczynski up top, down to Mullins. Hand off to Contreras. Contreras trying to dribble in. Shot is blocked. And John Jay barely keeps it inbound. Pelosi to bring it up. Pelosi pass to Ignacio. Hands it off to Kamaj. 2 for 3. Off the rim. Flores will get the rebound. She'll pass to Kaczynski up to Mullins in front of the John Jay bench. Looks to shoot. Doesn't have it. Pass back to Kaczynski. In from McCullough. Pass to Flores for 2 and 1. 2 minutes remaining. 13-8. And Flores will head to the line for the and 1. Bishop now in for John Jay. Flores will make her 1 free throw, 13-9. Pelosi bringing it up court. To Ignacio. Back up to Pelosi for 3. High shot off the rim. Rebound when McCullough. She's contested. She'll pass out to Flores. Long pass from Kaczynski up to Mullins. Hand off to Contreras. Trying to get around defender. Finds Flores in the paint. Her layup is going to be blocked. And rebound by Shembri. Brought up by Pelosi. Around to Ignacio. She misses the 3. Some contact between teammates there. Kamaj pass around. It's going to ends up in the hands of Bishop. She will make a shot blocked. And Mullins will pick it up. Mullins will bring it all the way up. She will shoot uncontested off the rim. Rebound eventually falls into the hands of Flores after some fighting on the ground. Less than a minute till the end of the period. 13-9. Mullins up top. Pass to McCullough. Attempted pass to Flores under the basket. Barely kept in bounds by Contreras. She shoots a layup, and that is going to fall down. John Jay will get the rebound. Pelosi to bring it up. Pelosi down to Bisgano. To Kamaj. Around to Pelosi. Around to Bishop in the corner for 3. Misses the rim. Rebound by Flores. Pass to Kaczynski. 20 seconds remaining. Shea Mullins. Now pass to Kaczynski up top. Pass down to the wing to Contreras. She'll dribble up top and around to the other wing. Trying to dribble in. Passes out to Flores. Flores going to go in for a layup. Makes the layup with 3 seconds remaining. John Jay will inbound and will not have any time to do anything. That will bring us to the end of the first period, 13-11. Wolves in the lead. We will be right back after a short break.
Watch the Soma Sports broadcast where we break down the world of sports,
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
interview guests,
Here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
predict upcoming sport games,
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
debate sports,
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports,
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
and much more.
I'm with
Nikki Duffy.
Dean Palzall.
I would definitely say DP, Dean Palzolo. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Soma Sports broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify.
Back here for the beginning of the second period, 13-11. John Jay is in the lead. Pelosi to inbound for John Jay. Inbound to Kamaj. Back to Pelosi. She'll be met by Mullins. Pass around to Bishop. Bishop into Pelosi. She's going to shoot for 2 from the paint. Rebound by John Jay. Missed 3, and Flores ends up with the rebound. Kaczynski, 4-3. Pelosi bring up court. Pass to Bishop. Up top for Kamaj. Down to Bishop. Into Hill. Back out. Back around and into Hill. Fighting for it on the ground. Hill has possession. Bishop will get a pass from her, but not able to handle it. She tips it, and it falls out of bounds. 7:09 remaining. Somers in the lead, 14-13. Contreras dribbling around. Potential screen from Flores. Passes down to Flores, just outside the paint. A pass back to Contreras is tipped by Kamaj, and she gains possession. Pelosi back to Kamaj. Back to Pelosi in the corner for 3. Misses the rim. Last touch by Mayfield as it heads out of bounds. Pelosi to inbound. She finds Bishop at the free throw line. Around to Pelosi for 2 off the rim. Kept inbounds by Kaczynski. She'll bring it up. To Mullins. To Flores. To Contreras. She's going to drive in. Make the layup. 6 minutes, 15 seconds remaining until half. 16-13. Pelosi. Bring it up. To Bishop on the wing. Into Hill. Back out to Pelosi. Around to Bishop. She's going to take it and dribble it in for the layup. Off the rim. Rebound by Kaczynski. Long pass to Mullins. Tipped by Pelosi. Grabbed by Contreras. Back out to Mullins. Pass to Contreras in the corner. Shoots for 3. Off the rim. Rebound by Pelosi. Pelosi. To Kamaj. Makes the 3, but is called for a travel. Substitutions will come in. Omen comes back in for Shembry. Kaczynski takes the inbound, pass back to Mullins, hands off to Contreras. Contreras dribbling in, she's going to take it herself. She's fouled as she goes up for the layup. Take a look at the replay. There goes up, her arm gets hit. She will shoot 2. Foul against Pelosi, her first of the night. First shot is off the rim and falls down. Contreras makes the second shot. 17-13, 5.5 minutes until half. Pelosi brings it up, pass down to Bishop, back up top to Pelosi, in for a Hill, stolen by Kaczynski. To Mullins. Screen by Flores, pass to Kaczynski. She's gonna try to dribble in, passes out to Flores. On the wing now, up top to Mullins. She's gonna try to dribble in, pass to Kaczynski on the wing for three, off the rim. Rebound by Hill. She's pressured by multiple Somers defenders. Passes all the way up to Omen. Misses the three, hits just net. Hit the front of the net and falls out of bounds. Mullins into Kaczynski. Back to Mullins. Hands it off to Contreras. Contreras is going to shoot for three. Off the rim, rolls down. Rebound in the hands of Bishop. Bishop, pass to Omen. Into Hill. She's unable to handle it. Rolls out to Omen, shoots for three off the rim. Foul called. It's going to go in favor of Somers. It's going to be against Hill, her first of the night for a push. You see the replay there. Mullins brings it up court. She's going to dribble in. Back out to Flores, around to Mayfield. Around to Kaczynski on the wing, shoots for three, off the rim, rebound by Bishop, whistle blows. We have a foul. Looks like it's gonna stay here. Hill's second foul, I believe another push. She will come out. And California will come in. Inbound, goes to Kaczynski, up top for three, off the rim. Rebound by Mullins. Fakes the handoff to Kaczynski, takes it up top, around the rim, around to the wing. Pass to Flores, down to Contreras. She's going to try to dribble in across the baseline, and she's fouled as she goes for a layup. 17-13, Somers, 3:35 until half. Contreras will head to the line. You see the replay as she goes up. I believe her shoulder was hit. Second foul of the night against Pelosi. First shot is good for Contreras. Second shot is also good, making this a 19-13 lead for Somers with 3:30 until half. Pelosi brings it up to Bishop. Pass back to Pelosi in the corner. Back to Bishop, hands back to Pelosi up top now. Passes down for Omen, whistle blows. It's going to be a foul, I believe, against Contreras. Correct, it will be an inbound under the basket. Pelosi to inbound. All the way out for Omen. Dribbles in, takes a shot off the rim. Rebound by Mayfield. 3 minutes until half. Mayfield up court. Pass back to Kaczynski. Handoff to Mullins. Mullins back to Mayfield. Pass to Contreras. She's going to dribble into the paint. Out to Kaczynski. Kaczynski for three. Off the rim. Fighting for the rebound. Flores wins it. Out to Mayfield. Ends up in the hands of Kaczynski. And we have a foul called as John Jay starts heading up court. It's going to be a foul against Kaczynski. You see there a little push. Pelosi brings it up, pass down to Omen. into the paint. She passes back out. Up top, ends up with Pelosi. As she tries to dribble by Mullins, she knocks it out and gains possession. Mullins will bring it up court. He hands it off to Contreras. Signals for a screen. Going in for a layup off the backboard, and rebound goes to California. Pass to Pelosi. She's going to go all the way up. Last second pass to Bishop. She will make her layup. 19-15, 2 minutes until half. Mullins up top, shoots for three. Good. 22-15, Mullins with the three-pointer. 1 minute 40 left. Bishop up top to Pelosi. Pelosi for three. Off the backboard and in. 3 points. Mullins brings it up. Mullins to Mayfield. To Kuczynski. Working her way in. Pass out to Contreras. Is intercepted by Pelosi. Good defense. Forcing the travel against Stoneman. You see there. Good defense by Contreras, Kuczynski, and Mayfield, forcing a travel. Mullins inbound. To Contreras for three in the corner, makes her shot. 25-18 with a minute until half. Pelosi trying to work her way in. Passes in, Mayfield fighting for it. Whistle blows. And it looks like we're going to have a foul. It's going to be a foul against Mayfield. Her first of the night, and McCullough will come in for Mayfield. It will be a John Jay inbound under the basket. Pelosi passes all the way out for Ullman. She's going to shoot for two immediately and makes it. 25-20, 45 seconds remain. Mullins up top now. Picks up her dribble. Pass to McCullough on the wing. Dribbles once, pass back to Mullins. Pass around to Contreras. Stops her dribble, pass back out to Mullins. Shoots, looks for three, doesn't have one. She's going to dribble in, go for a layup, blocked, and goes out of bounds off Ullman. Mullins to inbound. Long pass to Kuczynski as shot clock expires. 15-9. Left inbound to Pelosi. Inside the three, shoots. Misses entirely, and it falls out of bounds. It will go in favor of Somers. Kuczynski inbounds to Mullins, rolling to Contreras. Not much time left. To Kuczynski for three at the buzzer. She misses. 25-20 as we head to halftime. Somers with a short lead. We'll be right back in just a few moments with halftime.
Thank you to the SCF for sponsoring. With over $2 million raised for Somers Central schools via grants and scholarships, the Somers Education Foundation has provided our schools with supplies since 1994. The SCF hosts community-wide events such as Trivia Night, Whiz Fit Challenges, and Cupcake Wars. They have also funded countless teacher and student grants, making our school districts a better place. To donate or for upcoming events, please visit scfny.org. Thank you to Mancini Realty for sponsoring. They are family owned and are located right here in Somers. Mancini Realty takes pride on their personal service and extensive local knowledge, and they will be your realtors for life. Visit ManciniRealEstate.com for more details. Thank you to C Clean Commercial Cleaning for sponsoring. The area's leading healthcare, educational, and commercial facilities trust C Clean to provide healthy, safe, and comfortable workspaces for over 40 years. Find out more at cleanishealthy.com. Thanks to TriStar Floor Care for sponsoring. Somers' best property specialists restore, protect, and maintain various materials such as wood, tile, and stone, as well as carpet and upholstery. Located in Westchester and Putnam County, TriStar will provide you with the very best of service to your liking. Visit TristarFloorCare.com for more details.
Thank you to GAD Air for sponsoring. They greatly specialize in heating and air conditioning solutions and have held a promise to deliver you great service since 1999. Visit GADAir.com or call today. And welcome to tonight's halftime report. 25-20. Tuskers currently in the lead. This has been quite back and forth. We started off with both teams sharing baskets. John Jay was able to pull away to about 10, I believe, and then Somers was able to work their way back, and I believe they took over leading around 15 to 18 points there. Some big things for the first half. We had Kaczynski. She hit some threes. You know, Mullins. She's great at getting the ball around, and she's also in there for a lot of the rebounds. Apologies for the technical issues.
They don't hear that.
Jaden is going to join me. A rare occurrence. Jaden, let's do thoughts of the first half.
All right. So I think there's a lot of fighting, honestly. You know, a lot of back and forth with not so much connection on the shots because the defenses are so strong.
I agree.
I think there's a lot of fighting, especially on the ground. I think that's just surprising to see. You know, you don't usually get that. Yeah. I think the scoring is not bad.
It just shows how much these two teams really want this, you know, end of the season here, and teams trying to improve their seeding to make playoffs. And yeah, we definitely don't see everyone on the ground fighting for the ball as much, both in boys and girls basketball, but I think we've had at least 3 instances tonight where the ball has been on the ground and there was a fight for it. Commonly, we'll see jump balls with that. That's when 2 players from the opposite team both have 2 hands on the ball. Referee will call a jump ball, but we haven't had any of those tonight. So the ball has always been knocked loose, which I find surprising.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's a lot of fighting on the ground.
And now, Jaden, what do we think these two teams both need to do to win? We'll start with John Jay. What does John Jay need to do to win?
I think both teams really need to just take an extra second to position themselves before the shot, because what happens, I keep seeing it's either air ball or rim. They need to take an extra second and try to make sure that actually goes in because it's a perfect opportunity. They're wide open possibly sometimes, and you just gotta, quick breath, just try to get that shot in.
Yeah, definitely. These teams definitely rushing themselves. We saw in warm-ups that both these teams have no problem hitting their shots.
Definitely.
These teams, they're just not taking enough time to set themselves in their spot, or the pressure is really getting to them, which, in a fast-paced game like basketball, you really need to try to stay calm and not let that pressure get to you. Now, what is Somers? What do they need to do to win?
I think it's a similar thing. I think they're doing great at maintaining like their lead now after the flipped. I don't know. I mean, also just trying to connect on the shots. I think their passing game is great, but I think they just gotta try to get around that defense a little bit better. John Jay's got a strong defense. Team's coming out now. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. You want to just go straight to predictions?
What was that?
Predictions? You want to just go straight to that?
Yeah, we'll do predictions. I do just want to touch on Somers, what they need to do to win. I noticed beginning of the game, both teams did play full court press. I think that worked really well for Somers, especially when they were the only team doing it a few times later in the half. They forced a travel. I think Somers can really ensure their lead if they keep doing that and capitalizing on those moments, whether it's blocking a pass while John Jay is still trying to get on offense, or forcing a travel or a foul, which we have seen. Final score predictions. I think Somers, they're going to hold on. I think we're going to have a final score of 42-38 Somers. Jaden, what do you think?
So you're saying less scoring in the second half?
I do think there will be less scoring in the second half. I think these teams probably really perfected as much as you can their defense in the locker room.
For sure. See it a little differently, though. I think that I'm sure Rogers hyping up the team, probably John Jay as well. They're still not out yet, but I think it's going to more than double, at least for Somers. So I'm going bold, 57 to 43, I'd say. Because I think Somers has got it in them. Now they see their opponent, John Jay, now how they play. And they think they can continue that lead. I just want to say it's interesting how they started off, like John Jay really had that lead, and Somers started to catch up and maintain that. So I think they're going to keep that throughout the second half.
All right. That's going to wrap it up for our halftime show. We will be back in just over a minute for the start of the second half.
See ya.
Watch the Soma Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sports.
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
Interview guests.
Here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
Predict upcoming sport games.
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
Debate sports.
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
Discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports.
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
And much more.
A fumble. This could be game.
I'm with
Nicky Duffy.
Dean Palzall. I would definitely say DP. Dean Palzolo. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Soma Sports Broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify.
Welcome back to Somers High School. We have the second half of the John Jay Varsity girls basketball versus the Somers girls varsity basketball. Current score 25-20. Somers is in the league as these teams come back out from their last huddle. On the court for Somers, Mayfield, Contreras, Kaczynski, Mullins, and McCullough. For John Jay will be Omen, Shembri, Pelosi, Zagano, and Kamaj. It will be John Jay ball. Kamaj inbounds to Pelosi. Pelosi to Bizagano. To Kamaj up top. Back to Bizagano. Hands it off to Kamaj. Screen by Omen. Pass to Bizagano. Shoots for three. Off. McCullough gains the rebound. Mullins will bring it up court. Hands it off to Kaczynski up top. Long pass to Mayfield in the corner. She'll dribble down the baseline. Pass out to Mullins for three. Just off the rim. McCullough gets the rebound. Whistle blows. She will be called for a travel. Pelosi. Inbound to Kamaj. Back to Pelosi. To Bizagano. Into Pelosi, under the basket. Attempted pass to Shembri is intercepted and out of bounds off the Wolves. 7 minutes left in the third period. Still 25-20. No points after half. Mullins up court, hands off to Contreras just after the mid-mark. Contreras trying to get back. Pelosi steps over and gets the layup in the paint. Pelosi to bring it up court. Pass to Kamaj. Dribbles up top. She's going to shoot for three. Good. 27-23. 6:30 left in the third. Mullins trying to work pass. Shembri. She passes to Contreras. Back to Mullins. Looks for three. Doesn't have one. To Mayfield. She will shoot for three in the corner. Makes her shot. 30-23. Tuskers leading. Pelosi. To Shembri. Hands it off to Kamaj. Up top. Back to Bizagano. Rebound by Kaczynski. Kaczynski. Out to Contreras. She's going to try to dribble it in. Pass out to McCullough. Fakes, dribbles to Contreras. She's going to dribble through the paint. Off the rim. Rebound by Pelosi. She will pass out to Kamaj. To Omen for three. Rebound by Pelosi. Back to Kamaj. To Pelosi. Shoots for three. Off the rim. Rebound kept inbound by Omen. To Bizagano. To Kamaj for three. She makes her shot. 30-26. Mullins bringing it up court. To Mayfield up top. She will shoot for three. Off the rim. Rebound. Will be a foul against McCullough. She was reaching over Omen. And they will call it a push against McCullough for first foul of the night. Pelosi inbounds to Bizagano and takes it right back. So pass to Kamaj. Kamaj. Around to Pelosi, shoots for two, good. Mullins bringing up court, 4:33. We have a 30-28 game. John Jay closing in. Mullins pass out to McCullough for three. Off the backboard. Rebound goes to Pelosi. To Kamaj. She'll shoot for three instantly. Off the rim. Rebound by Shembri. Around to Visagano. To Kamaj. Back to Visagano. Back up top to Kamaj. To Pelosi. Left unguarded. Pass falls into the hands of Omen finally. Pass grabbed by Contreras. She attempts to pass to Mullins, but it falls into the hands of the Omen, who will shoot for three, taking the lead back for John Jay, 31-30. 3:50 remaining in the third. Timeout by Coach Rogers. Let's take a look at the Mayfield. Take a look at that last three from Omen. Do you have the last? And three from Mayfield there. I believe those were the first points of the second half. Flores will sub in as the second buzzer. I believe she's going to be subbing in for McCullough. Palmetto will sub in with Flores for Mullins and McCullough. Mo get a screen from Flores, pass to Mayfield. Hands it off to Contreras on the wing. She's going to try to dribble by for a layup. Fouled and one. She will head to the line for one shot. 32-31 Somers. 3:36 left in the third period. See the replay there. For one shot. It's off the rim. Rebound to Shembri. Pass up to Pelosi. Pelosi back down to Bizagano. Back to Pelosi. Shoots for three. Short. Hits the rim. Kept inbounds by Omen. And we're going to have a jump ball. Mayfield and Shembri with the hands on it there. And it will go in favor of Somers. 32-31. Somers in the lead. Palmetto brings it up court. Crosses over. Working in for a layup. Pass out to Flores. She can't handle it. Goes all the way down. And a foul will be called against Flores, I believe. Bishop comes in for Bizagano. Confirm the foul. Yes, that's going to be a push in the back from Flores. First foul of the night. Kaczynski comes out. Mullins comes in. Pelosi takes the inbound up top. Passes to Bishop. She's going to try to dribble in. Pass out to Omen just inside the three-point line. Hits the rim. Rebound by Contreras. Contreras attempted pass for Palmetto. Steal. Shot for three by Omen. Rebound in the hands of Shembri, but a foul is called. Believe it's going to be against Contreras. It's going to be against Flores, her second of the night. Inbound goes to Bishop. Back to Pelosi for three in the corner. Shot blocked. Ends up in the hands of Shembri, and she gets 2 points. 33-32 Wolves. Just over 2 minutes left. Mullins. Pass to Flores. To Palmetto. Palmetto's pass is stolen by Bishop, charging up court. Surrounded by Somers. Mullins will regain possession and go up court. 2-on-2 Mullins will shoot for two, and it will be off. Rebound by Bishop. Hands to Pelosi to settle it down. To Omen, into Pelosi, back out to Omen. Dribbling into the paint now. Out to Shembri, shoots for two. Good. John Jay regains lead, 35-32. Kaczynski waiting to solve it in with 1:40 left in the third. Contreras to Mayfield up top. Back to Contreras. Pelosi got a hands on it, but Contreras still got it. Gets a screen from Flores, goes in for a layup off the rim. Rebound. Goes to the hands of Pelosi. She passes way up for Kamaj. She passed down to Bishop, who will go for a layup and will be fouled. See the replay of the long pass. Bishop will head to the line. Third foul of the night against Flores. 1:16 left. Omen will come out for John Jay and Hill back in. First shot for Bishop is off the rim, no good. One shot left. Second shot off the rim, rebound by Mayfield. She fights for it. Pass to Kaczynski. Dribbles up court. Loses it, regains. 1 minute remaining. Mayfield up top, hands it off to Mullins, sets the screen. Mullins, another screen, whistle, blows. Foul against Mayfield. 35-32. Two fouls against Mayfield tonight. Bishop up top now, hands it off to Kamaj. Kamaj looking, pass to Hill. Hill into Shembri. Mayfield fighting for it. Back out to Bishop. Bishop for three. Off the rim. Rebound by Hill. Goes for two. John Jay pulls away. 37-32. Mullins bring up court. Less than 30 seconds. She will go for her layup off the rim. Hill will regain. And Bishop will bring it up with 19 seconds left. Pass to Pelosi. Pass to Bishop, back to Pelosi, to Bishop. She will have an open lane to the basket. Kaczynski comes over, rebound by Contreras. 3 seconds remaining. Kaczynski passes up to Mayfield. Mayfield at the buzzer, off the rim. She almost had it. We'll go 37-32. Wolves in the lead at the end of the third. And once again, thank you to JJCR for sponsoring. They greatly specialize in heating and air conditioning solutions and have held a promise to deliver you great service since 1999. Visit JJCR.com or call today. We'll be right back with the start of the fourth period. Back now at the fourth period. Bishop up top. Passes right into the hands of Mullins. Mullins gonna try to break away. Bishop right with her. She's gonna pull back pass to Mayfield. Mayfield to Mullins. And Bishop will force her to touch it last as it falls out of bounds. And Kamaj will inbound to Pelosi in front of the Somers basket. Pelosi to Bishop. Whistle blows. We're going to have a foul here, yes. That's going to be a foul against Hill, her third of the night. Mullins will get the inbound. Hands it off to Contreras in front of the Somers bench. Drives up the middle, out to McCullough. Shoots for two, off the rim. Rebound, still on the ground. Fighting for it. Mayfield has it. And it will be a jump ball, and we will stay Somers ball on this one. Mullins will inbound. Contreras around to Kaczynski. Shoots for three, off the rim. Rebound, goes around, eventually falls to Pelosi. She passes up to Bishop, to Kamaj, I apologize, who goes for a layup and is fouled by Contreras at the last second. Take a look there. Two shots. That would be Contreras' second foul of the night. First one for Kamaj is good. Second shot. Second shot is up, falls down. McCullough gets a rebound. Pass to Kaczynski. 38-32. John Jay in the lead. Trying to pull away here. Somers needs to prevent them. Mullins. To Kaczynski. To Contreras. Shoots for three. Off the rim. Rebound by Bishop. Brings it all the way up. Pass to Pelosi. Across for Chembry, who makes the layup. 40-32. John Jay in the lead. 8 points. Mullins to Contreras. Contreras trying to work around. Pass out to Kaczynski. She's dribbling in, back out to Contreras. Tries to work her way up the middle. And she's fouled as she goes up for the layup. Contreras will head to the line. Flores will sub in. That is Hill's fourth foul of the night. Flores in for Mayfield. Two shots for Contreras. First one is off the rim. Second one, also off. Bishop will take it. To Pelosi up top, back to Bishop, shoots for three. She wasn't guarded, off the rim. And rebound will be kept in, thrown over. Overshot the intended receiver. 40-32, Somers will inbound next to John Jay basket. Mullins to McCullough. Double covered, pass back to Mullins. Tries to go for a layup, doesn't have anyone. Pass to McCullough in the paint. Ball is tipped up, back out to Contreras. Works for a layup, good. 40-34, Somers creeping up. 5:30 left in the game. Bishop takes it now up top, gets around, pass out to Hill. Inside the three, shoots for two. 42-34. Mullins up court with 5:15, still an 8-point lead. Mayfield will sub in shortly. Mullins shoots a three on her own, off the rim. Flores rebound. Out to Kaczynski. She will shoot for three. Off the rim. Rebound by Mullins. Rushing their shots, what we talked about at halftime. To Flores. Hand off to Contreras. Shoots for three. Off the rim. Rebound in the hands of Kamaj. Passes over to Pelosi. All the way up to Bishop. Under the basket for a Hill. Misses the layup. Out of bounds off Shembri. Mayfield will come in. And McCullough will come out. Mullins brings up court. Pass, high pass for Kaczynski. Ball will roll out of bounds. Last touch by Kamaj. So it will be inbound for Somers in front of the John Jay bleachers. Handoff to Contreras. Trying to work her way in. Pass out to Flores. Flores up top for Mullins. 1 second left on the shot clock. She makes the layup. With 1 second left on the shot clock. 42-36. 4 minutes remaining. Somers needs some defensive stops. Pelosi pass to Bishop. Up top, she'll pass to Shembri. Under the basket for Hill. Makes her layup. 44-36. To Contreras. Contreras trying to work in, pass out to Kaczynski. Doesn't have a three. Throws up top to Flores. Back to Kaczynski. Takes the handoff to Mullins and passes back to Mullins. To Mayfield up top. Dribbles trying to dribble in. Out to Kaczynski. Long three and nails it. She was almost out of bounds shooting that three. 44-39. 3 minutes remain. Pass in. Knocked loose once again. Hill fighting for it. Pass to Bishop. To Kamaj up top. Back to Bishop. Across to Shembri. To Pelosi in the corner. Inside the two. Rebound by Shembri. Puts it up. And ball will stay here on the out of bounds Wolves. Ball. 2:41 remaining. 44-39. John Jay in the lead. Inbound to Bishop for three. Misses completely. Kept in bounds by Shembri. Kamaj gets it. Shoots for three. Over. Out of bounds by Pelosi. Mullins brings it up court. 2:26 left. To Flores. To Contreras. In, out to Mayfield. Shoots for three. Off the rim, I believe. Maybe skimmed it. Two minutes remaining. Pelosi brings up court. Pass to Bizzigano. To Shembri. Back to Bizzigano. To Omen up top. Pass to Kamaj. To Pelosi. Back over to Bizzigano. Shoots for three. Nails it. 47-39. 1:45 remaining. Somers needs to start playing some defense. Mullins take it herself. Off the rim, rebound by Flores. We have a foul called as she shoots. Flores will head to the line. You see on the replay the foul. She's hit as she's shot, as she shoots. Foul will be against Bizzigano, her second of the night. first free throw from Flores is good. She has 2. 47-40, 1:30 left. Owens back on defense. Second free throw. Good. 47-41. Pelosi brings it up. Into Shembri. Ball is tipped. End up in the hands of Mayfield across to Kaczynski. Kaczynski charging up. Goes for a layup. She's fouled. And it drops in. And one. 47-43. And Kaczynski went to the line. Take a look at that replay as Kaczynski. She charges in, gets hit, goes up. And one. Foul against Kamaj, her first of the night. Off the rim. It's no good. Mayfield will get the rebound to Kaczynski in front of the Somers bench. Pass up to Mullins. 1 minute left. Screen by Mayfield. Pass to Mayfield. She keeps possession. Back to Mullins. To Kaczynski. Trying to work her way in. Out to Mullins. Shoots for 3. Miss. Rebound by Pelosi. 43 seconds. To Omen. Pelosi. Back to Omen. 34 seconds left. Omen with the layup. Misses, but she is fouled. She will shoot 2. 47-43. John Jay in the lead with 31.9 seconds left. Omen to shoot 2. Misses the first. Take a look at the replay of her foul. Mayfield, tight defense there, and Kaczynski comes over and hits her. Second shot is good. Timeout. Somers, 48-43, 31.9 seconds left. It's going to be tough for Somers to come back, but not impossible. We'll be right back. Both teams back out. Mayfield to inbound in front of her bench. Looking for options into Kaczynski. Shoots for 3 immediately. Off the rim, rebound by Shembri, and Somers will be forced to foul. Foul will be against Kaczynski, her third of the night. I believe that's going to be a timeout taken by John Jay this time. And Somers will inbound. I apologize. John Jay will inbound under the basket. 48-43. 27.3 seconds left. I believe that took 10 whole seconds from that inbound until the foul. That's a lot of precious time that Somers definitely did need. And it's unfortunate that they could not get that basket. But Rogers, he does get another chance to draw up a play. They're not going to give up hope until the clock hits 0. John Jay will inbound in front of their own bleachers. Kamaj. In for Bishop, almost fouled. Back up to Kamaj and a foul called. Against Contreras. Her third in the night. 23-5 left. 48-43 now. Closely to inbound. To Omen. Could have been backcourt violation there, but referee didn't see it. Omen to Kamaj. To Omen. To Pelosi. Around to Bishop. To Bizagano. Mullins with the steal, but she is blocked. Blocked by Pelosi, her third foul on the night. See the block there. Substitutions for John Jay, Hill, and Shembri in now. Mullins will shoot 2 with 8 seconds left. First one off. Misses the second shot, and they will foul. Apologize, they did take a timeout. And the inbound will take place, I believe. Should be under the basket. 7 seconds remaining. 48-43. Somers would need to make 1 3 and at least another shot to tie or win in 7 seconds, which not very possible. We have an inbound in front of the John Jay bleachers. Pelosi will inbound. Pelosi into Vizagano, who is immediately fouled by Mullins. Vizagano will head to the line. First shot is good. 49-43. And second shot. Is good. Pretty much putting the game away here. Somers would need 3 possessions in 7 seconds. Mullins up court to Flores as time expires. Final score will be 50-43, John Jay. Let's take a look at a couple replays before we head off for tonight. You have Contreras up top to Kaczynski. Looks for three. Swish. Apologize, technical difficulties there. Mullins crosses over. No one near her, and she's able to shoot a three. Contreras passes to Mullins, down to Mayfield in the corner. Steps back, shoots for three. Good.
To Mayfield up top.
Our final replay for the night. Mayfield
dribbling
around, trying to work her way in.
Out to
Kaczynski from almost out of bounds. She nails a three-pointer. And that is going to wrap it up for us tonight. Your final score, 50-43. The Wolves take this one. Thank you for watching.